Well, a great start for Manchester United against Leeds United. It has taken Scott McTominay just 68 seconds to fire in a goal, and they couldn't have had a better start to this War of the Roses. A little bit of history that I was reading up while we wait for the match to get underway again. And there we go, Manchester United almost immediately winning the ball back. And there we go, it's another goal. All right. I mean, Leeds United, Coach Bielsa, it's just a shame that Manchester United have torn them apart in the first 3 minutes. Once again, McTominay just having the greatest game of his career up till now. Excellent threaded pass and just Martial just providing an awesome assist. McTominay with his left foot putting past the Leeds keeper. It's 2-0 Manchester United. Well, Old Trafford had been silent for a long time and it still is in the mouth of fans. But there is Bielsa in his usual crouched position. He's obviously going to face a very uphill task of coming back after such a tremendous start by United. Leeds looking to counter, but in fact, almost getting through there. But the ball trickling past the goal face of Manchester United. De Gea back in goal after Henderson's heroics in the last few games. All right, so this is going to be a goal kick for Manchester United. All right. I mean, if that doesn't put the game to bed, I don't know what does. Two games inside the first 3 minutes, two goals inside the first 3 minutes is kind of like a fairy tale start. The goalkeeper getting charged down, but managing to get the ball away to his defenders. Leeds will obviously be kind of reeling at this onslaught, this out of the blocks heavy start by Manchester United. The referee is bemused and he knows that he has seen a push on the field. McTominay, the man of the moment, and Leeds trying to get a handle on things, trying to keep possession, their back line advancing up the pitch. All right, then, this bodes very well for Manchester United's push to get into the top four and potentially into second place if they win the next match, which is against a tough opponent, Leicester City, who just finished off Tottenham Hotspur 2-0. But yeah, Manchester United have begun this match better than they have begun any match for a long, long time. I mean, falling behind after a few minutes or maybe in the first half and then coming back to score goals was starting to become too much of a pattern. And now it seems apparent that Manchester United were given the go ahead to go full steam all out by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. And that's exactly what they've done, scoring two goals in the first 3 minutes. It's going to get more intense. In fact, it's tough to get more intense than that opening salvo by Manchester United. Here come Leeds on a good build-up. And a sizzled out attack in the end. A very loopy header that De Gea is very happy to collect comfortably. De Gea taking his time, rolling the ball out to Lindelof. It was actually expected of Manchester United to try and get a lead in this game because, like I mentioned, they have been making a habit of going behind. Oh, Leeds come close. Bamford almost on target, but the shot whizzes past De Gea's goalpost, and no damage done to the score sheet. Manchester United still 2-0 up. Although Leeds United do have a potent attack, as they showed in the opening day of the Premier League season against Liverpool, which they eventually lost 4-3. I think Harrison scored the first goal for them in the top flight of English football that day. And that boy, Harrison, has been making a lot of history. He's been doing a lot of great footballing. His football brain has been praised by his former coaches in the Americas, in North America, in the United States of America, when he was playing for New York City. And Harrison has continued to make very good performances. Okay, then. The Leeds United goalkeeper playing it out to the flanks, but Manchester United recover possession. Excellent play in the midfield, but mostly it's Manchester United dominating possession, but it's still early minutes. It's not even 10 minutes yet. And just goes to show that when team movement comes good, it really does come good. Okay, we are headed down into the 10th minute. And these first minutes, Scott McTominay once again making a run down the center, pushing it out, and another shot at goal blocked by a Leeds defender goes out for a throw in for Manchester United. This apparent war of the roses has been a historic fixture, not for the past decade or so, because Leeds United were out of the Premier League for a long, long time. In fact, the last time that Leeds won their last away game against Manchester United in any competition was their 1-0 win in January 2010, when they won an FA Cup match between the two sides 1-0. History is not in favor of Leeds United getting a win at Old Trafford, the theatre of dreams. And here is a corner coming in for Manchester United, picked up by the Leeds United goalkeeper, who has already been outfoxed 2 times this evening. The clearance goes all the way back to the United defenders, and it will be another patient build up. All right. So, like I said, history is not in favor of Leeds United winning this match, even though they had a very bright start to this season. And Bielsa, of course, has been coaching them like there's no tomorrow, leading them to the EFL Championship last season, which got them the promotion to the English Premier League. The other interesting part that history tells us is that the last time that Manchester United lost their final league match before Christmas in consecutive years was to Leeds, but it was at Leeds' home stadium, Ellen Road. And given this start, it seems very unlikely that it's going to be a loss for Manchester United. Very welcome news for Ole. And like I said, Bielsa and his team have a huge task at hand to make up this deficit and then try and go forward. 3 games, uh, 3 games, I think, on the trot, but I'll have to check that. And Leeds United have been hitting a sort of a slow patch in their campaign. Right now, they stand at yep, 14th place in the Premier League, just above Arsenal, in fact, who have been having a horrific season. But let's not get into that. And Manchester United are potentially up to 4th place already, because they'll have a game in hand over the other 3, Liverpool, Leicester, and Everton, if they continue to hold the scoreline or increase it to our delight. And yet, It seems that Ole has been under a lot of pressure from the usual Manchester United naysayers because of his tendency to not go all out. But this game has seen a change in that, and the two goals are a result of that all out attack intent. The lads are showing pretty good pressure up top. They are pressurizing Leeds in the midfield. They're not letting loose balls go to the opposition. And here is McTominay, once again has space, passes through. Martial fighting off a defender. Some good build-up play once again. Leeds are also trying to get the ball back, and they've again managed to intercept a pass into the dangerous penalty box area. So it's not all bad for Leeds. There is still a long, long way to go for this game. 75 minutes of regulation time remaining. Only time will tell if they manage to get back and score a couple of goals to get the game level. They are trying to pressurize De Gea, but he clears out to Van Bissaka, who plays a long pass. Oh, and that was a rash challenge. Yet the Leeds United defender is able to get the ball away from Van Bissaka's run, passes back to his keeper. And the ball goes out for a throw. It's amazing how long this rivalry was, even during Alex Ferguson's game. In fact, Sir Alex Ferguson was in the stands today at the start of the game. I wonder if he'll stay out there all the time. I'll be waiting to catch another glimpse of him. In fact, I was reading up something about him, which was pretty interesting. It seems that while he was manager, he brought himself on as a player in a couple of friendly matches. And in one of them, not as a Manchester United coach, before he got the Old Trafford job, he actually got a red card for taking out a defender of the opposition. I think this was in the Bahamas or somewhere in the Caribbean. But I read that article in passing. I glanced at it, and it seemed like a nice bit of trivia about Sir Alex Ferguson, who we know is known to have a hot temper, justified by the not justified but exemplified by the David Beckham incident in which he apparently kicked the shoe and it hit Beckham on the forehead. Uh, Manchester United still on attack mode. Dan James has been given a start. I would say a rare start. Pogba is on the bench. The bench for the Premier League has been expanded to 9 players, even though substitutions still remain at 3 for a game. Misplaced pass, and Harrison is there to clean up and pass it back to his keeper, who passes it back to him. A little bit of dangerous play here by Leeds United, but ultimately Harrison has the presence of mind to clear it a long way down the line, and it goes out for a throw. Harrison has also had a good campaign with Leeds, and he's one of the prime reasons why they've made it back into the Premier League. He no doubt has talent, and he will be a top target for top clubs in the time to come if he's not already. The January transfer window is coming up, and even though Pogba might not leave in January, it seems like signs are pointing to his exit in the summer transfer window once the season ends. He made a statement of commitment to Manchester United, but it remains to be seen whether Mino Raiola, his agent, is going to let him stay here or not. Ultimately, it should be the player's decision, but there are a lot of big factors at play. That also reminds me that Cristiano Ronaldo is speculated to return to Manchester United after another successful stint at Juventus. He has gone from strength to strength. He won the Champions League with Real Madrid, I think three times, and with Juventus, he's been having a solid performance, winning them, and they're on course to win their 10th successive Coppa Italia and Serie A, I think. Not Coppa Italia, Serie A. And there we go. Leeds United have some space to play down the right flank. Let's see if they can make the most of it. Oh, the switch flanks almost instantly. It's into the 19th minute now, and Manchester United still lead 2-0, courtesy goals in the first 3 minutes from Scott McTominay. An unlikely source of goals, and his most famous goal, of course, was that last minute Manchester City. It was a mistake by the goal. There is a potential goal, but the offside flag has been raised on the sidelines by the assistant referee. Bamford is found to be offside. Let's see if he really was. And yeah, he's a couple of yards offside. So the deflection fell kindly for him. He shot past De Gea and into the net, but even he knew that he was offside. So that's a no difference to the scoreline. It is still Manchester United 2 and Leeds United, unfortunately, are still 0. So, more about this War of the Roses as I have been reading up. And in fact, Busby's Babes had a pretty terse encounter with Leeds United in the FA Cup semi final in the year 1964-65. And interestingly, Sir Bobby Charlton, used to play for. While I was looking at the War of the Roses, it's another Manchester United goal. This time, the ball given away cheaply in the midfield. Excellent build-up play and just great passing. The ball falling to Bruno Fernandes, who doesn't make a mistake and shoots right through the Leeds United goalkeeper. It seems like Manchester United are trying to emulate Liverpool and go 7-0 up, even though Liverpool took 84 minutes to do it against Crystal Palace yesterday. Bruno Fernandes with his trademark baby celebration. And the play resumes at 3, Manchester United, Leeds United 0. It's just turning out to be an unfortunate outing for Bielsa's men. Even though they're trying to get the long balls in, they're trying to feed Bamford in the penalty box. He did beat De Gea once, but that was from an offside position. Bielsa is not going to get up from his crouch. His crouching position at the touchline has become sort of iconic, and with that, De Gea has cleared the ball to the half line. It's touched on to the opposition goalkeeper, and Leeds United look to build from the back. The last goal was, of course, another fluid movement from Manchester United and a bit of luck involved as well because Martial was uh, hassled off the ball and yet the ball cannoned around in the penalty box and fell to Bruno Fernandes just outside the goalkeeper's box. Maguire clearing away another long ball. Leeds United are taking the aerial approach a little too often, and Van Bissaka making a run up the flank, but he's hustled out by 3 Leeds United players and earns Manchester United a free kick just before the half line. McTominay passing behind to Van Bissaka. McTominay on the sidelines, and it's a throw in for Manchester United. All right. So, like I was saying, Busby's Babes, who included Bobby Charlton, Dennis Law, and George Best, had a pretty heavy rivalry with the Leeds United team, which interestingly had Bobby Charlton's brother, Jack Charlton, in their players. And this led to a very violent altercation between fans and between the United army, so to speak, and the Leeds United supporters. But those days of football hooliganism are thankfully over. There is no room for racism, nor is there any space for violence in the beautiful game. As we come up on the 24-minute mark, here is Manchester United with another build up into the Leeds United box. Let's see if this center comes in and it's cleared away, but not too far. Seems to be an injury. Fred sliding in to one of the Leeds United players. It seems to be Rafinha. But play resumes almost immediately, so obviously there is no long-term damage to the Leeds United player. Okay, the throw in for Leeds United is taking a little bit of time. A rather desperate air ball played into the midfield, the center circle. Leeds maintain possession, trying to make a run down the right-hand side of the pitch. There's a cross coming in, a dangerous cross, but it's headed over De Gea's goal by Bamford again. He's having lots of chances thrown at him. But with a 3-0 cushion, it seems that Manchester United can concentrate on making sure that Leeds United don't get their first goal in. Leeds are trying to make inroads into the United defense, and their go-to strategy has been the aerial ball. Once again, out into the flank, the left flank this time. Another cross attempted and blocked by Wan-Bissaka, who is so adept at tackling crosses and the overlapping runs made by opposition players. Here he is once again, and it seems that Leeds United. Oh, Wan-Bissaka has taken a knock to his foot, and it's going to be a corner for Leeds United. Ball floated in, punched out by De Gea, I think, all the way to the half line where Leeds can start to build an attack. Manchester United are maintaining a pretty compact midfield. Uh, and for dealing with aerial balls, I guess they are going to rely on. Oh, and possession was given away in the penalty box, but the cross cleared away, and now the ball is in a less dangerous position. Leeds again trying to come down the flank. It seems that they have been drilled like this by Bielsa for this game, headed out by a Manchester United defender, and once again passed out to a left flank player of Leeds United. Another aerial ball in, and it fizzles out. Luke Shaw making the clearance. Luke Shaw has come back from injury, and he has replaced Alex Telles on the left hand side of United's defense. McTominay and Fred, of course, starting in midfield. And an offside for Leeds United makes sure that United can take it easy in the restart. It is a comfortable lead they already have, and it's obviously very disappointing. Bielsa once again resuming his crouch. It's understandable that he is pretty upset. Manchester United are on the attack once more. Oh, and the shot is blocked. Leeds regain possession in the middle of the field. They have been outpaced and outnumbered by the United defense. Still, they're trying to make an inroad. The shot is blocked and no harm done. The ball skimming through the United penalty box without any danger of turning into De Gea's goal. It's going to be a goal kick. Rashford having a word with the referee. It seems that one of the Leeds United defenders stuck out his foot behind his direction of running just to trip Marcus Rashford. That's what he wanted to have a word about the referee. De Gea kicks off from the goal kick, and almost immediately the ball is back in Manchester United's possession, and I think it's going to be a corner for Manchester United. Martial looking to score another goal after his goal last game. Old Trafford has been devoid of fans for a long time now. The London stadiums are starting to put 2,000 supporters in their stadiums at one time, socially distanced, but not apparently. We can see on TV that families obviously will want to sit together, and they do sit together. And there are, of course, those placards on the seats that say, do not use this seat. Oh, whoa. There's a skirmish on the touchline, and Maguire feeling a little hit. That doesn't stop Leeds United from trying to make another run down the right flank. But it's countered pretty soon, and now here come Manchester United. And the ball has been put out of play by Bruno Fernandes. Perhaps it was a misplaced pass. Yes, it was. The throw in quickly taken by Leeds, who are again trying to build from the back. It seems that history is not going to be kind to Leeds United, because there is another interception, a very important interception by a Leeds United defender to deny Manchester United another shot at goal. Leeds are not able to counter attack because Manchester United are not committing numbers up front. It's just that their movement has been quite fluid. It's much better than their previous games. They are not sitting back like they used to, especially in the Manchester derby, for which Ole got a lot of criticism, especially from one of our uh, ex coaches, Louis Van Gaal, I think it was, who said that. And the shot by Leeds United is blocked by a Manchester United defender. So I think it was Van Gaal who said that Manchester were playing like servants and just sitting back and waiting to hit on the counter with a couple of super fast forwards who can run 100 meters in 9 seconds. So that's Usain Bolt speed, by the way, world record speeds. And that's what he said. That is this a world record or something like that. But obviously, they have not let that affect their mentality. It seems that Ole has tried to get them to attack from the get go, and it's paid off. So, a trio of Manchester United players warming up on the sidelines, including Cavani, who has been asked to respond to an FA charge about racial racial insults. But I think when it's put in context, that's going to be a corner for Leeds United. Dan James, the person putting it out. So I think in context of what he wrote to his friend who was congratulating him, I think it's going to be not an open and shut case, but I think it's going to give some sort of a context to the movement against racism, because it seems that words cannot be taken lightly when coming from high profile players such as Edinson Cavani. Oh, and that is a great save by De Gea from the corner by Leeds United. He was uh, called upon to make a terrific save with his left foot. Let's look at the replay and see a grounded shot coming in, and De Gea just putting out his foot and making sure that the score sheet is 0 in favor of Leeds United and 3 in favor of Manchester United. So good goalkeeping by De Gea, and it seems like Dan James is trying to make a run, and he's managed to put in a grounded cross to Rashford. Fred intercepted, but ball regained by Fernandes. Oh, and that was a misplaced pass into the Leeds United box. The ball being played all the way back to the goalkeeper, who hits it hard and hits it wide for a throw in for Manchester United. Bielsa is not done crouching. Young goalkeeper for Leeds United, obviously put under a lot of pressure in the first 30 minutes itself. A little bit of an altercation, a physical altercation, not an altercation, but a slight step on a player's shoes by McTominay, I think it was. And let's see what Manchester United make of this throw in. Okay. Martial, it seems, unable to give the ball back to Van Bissaka as he wanted, but again, the Leeds United attack has fizzled out. It seems that Luke Shaw is making a great run, and the Leeds United defender had to make a sliding tackle, a well timed sliding tackle, to deny Rashford latching onto the ball and firing another one, making it 4 for Manchester United. It seems it's going to be a corner. Manchester United are in no hurry to take these set pieces. They know that they have to uh, be wary of Leeds United getting a few couple of goals past, because that can fire up a team and give them the belief that they can snatch a point, at least, if not actually win over a bigger team. All right, so the corner being taken, it's Victor Lindelof, of all people, who knocks in the ball from the corner. It took a couple of headers. It glanced off the head of maybe a couple of people, or maybe just one. We'll know better when the replay comes in. Here it is. And Lindelof was there at the back post. Yep. So I think it is Martial who gets that glancing header across the goal, and Lindelof has a simple tap in. It's 4 to Manchester United, 0 for Leeds United. Fairy tale match coming alive. Lindelof probably scoring his second, or I don't know. I'll have to check which goal this was for him in his Manchester United career. And With a 4-0 lead, it's going to be hard for Leeds United to claw their way back into this match. Still, we never know how it's going to pan out. This is still the first half, and we are going to be taking a break in a couple of in 10 minutes or so, I would say. Right. Okay, so we are into the 39th minute now, and it seems that Leeds have a lot of homework to do in the 15 minutes. I don't know what Bielsa is going to be able to say to them that pumps them up to get back into this game. The frustration showing in the players. They are taking knocks which they normally wouldn't. At least they are showing the effects of the challenges made on them by Manchester United players. It's not a good position to be in at halftime. 4-0 down is going to suck the passion out of any player, no matter how big a club or how small a club they play for. And Old Trafford is obviously some place where you do not want to be lagging at halftime. Even without the fans, it can be quite an intimidating environment. It wasn't for the longest period of time in this season because Manchester United were not able to pull off their best performances at our home stadium. And it's offside. And in any case, the ball does not reach the back of the net. So there was no danger of that going to add to Manchester United's scoreline. But it's kind of proof of how Manchester United are pushing for goals, and obviously seeing the results. Leeds are getting put on the back foot at every possible moment. That one shot at De Gea, which he saved, was their only actual real attempt at trying to reduce the deficit. Here's another cross which is glanced away for a throw in by Leeds United. Every time the ball goes out of play, it disappears out of view because of the famously sloping. Oh, that was a dangerous ball across the goal mouth of De Gea. But there was nobody from Leeds United to tap it in, and it's a corner for them. So, as I was saying, the pitch slopes off at the edges. So the ball disappears for a bit while the players go to pick it up. Oh, and Leeds United have got one back. So that will be something for them to build on once halftime kicks in and Coach Bielsa takes it upon himself to instill some sort of confidence in them that they can stage a comeback. 45 minutes of a football game is a long, long time. De Gea got a hand to it, but it went in off the post. Cooper is the scorer for Leeds United, and the scoreline is now 4-1. Right, so we are barely 5 minutes away from halftime. We're into the 42nd minute now. Leeds come again at the Manchester United defense, and now that they have been shaken, they will believe that they can be stirred. Right, I think it's another corner, is it? Yes, it's another corner for Leeds United. Let's see if they can get another one and half. Uh, yep, make sure that they are only halfway away from scoring two more goals to going level with Manchester United. Decent ball in, but cleared away not too far. ball still with Leeds United on one of the flanks. Again, an attempted clearance which has not gone too far. Oh, and the offside flag is up against a Leeds United player. So Manchester United get a reprieve and they will not be keen on restarting this very fast. It's not like the one goal has turned the tide in favor of Leeds United, but like I said, going into the break, it'll give them that glimmer of hope that they actually can get three more goals without letting any more sneak in from Manchester United and try and snatch a point, which will Rashford taking a shot at their goal, but it flashes wide. It seemed like it was a vanity shot, and no, it's actually a deflected shot from one of the Leeds United defenders. Again, Manchester United in no hurry whatsoever to take the set piece. Bruno taking his time to walk over to the corner, set the ball, and let's see if Bruno delivers another killer cross. It's a little overhit, falls kindly for Rashford. Whoa! Rashford's left footed shot almost sneaking past Leeds United's goalkeeper and into the right bottom corner, but the goalkeeper dived to his right and made a smart save. So that counts just as another shot on target for Manchester United. We are heading into the half time. All that remains to be seen is how many minutes are going to be added on. I don't think it'll be more than two, if that, because there have been very less interruptions apart from the goals. 5 goals in a very eventful first half for Manchester United against Leeds United. Seems that the curse of history is not about to be reversed, and Manchester United will be heading down the Old Trafford tunnel with a pretty good understanding of how Leeds are trying to get past their defense. The only, yep, a couple of minutes are added, and the only Leeds United goal coming from a header, which was almost beaten away by De Gea, but which actually made it into the bottom left corner of the Manchester United goal. Leeds trying to build up from the middle of the pitch. Manchester United defense dealing with the attempted aerial ball down the center. Once again, Leeds United coming down the left flank. Van Bissaka proving very hard to get by. He passes back. Oh, and that's a little bit risky from Manchester United. Bamford almost running down the defender. And that is why Leeds United have been a threat sometimes on and off. It's not like they have given up hope. Bielsa just can't stop crouching. He does finally stop crouching because he's going to be heading down the tunnel for halftime. Look at that. There have been 10 attempts, out of which 5 were on target for Manchester United, while for Leeds it was 8 and 2. So it's not like it's game over by any means. Both sides are looking to attack, both sides are looking to, well, score goals because goals wins matches. And there we go. These 15 minutes are going to be a very welcome break for Leeds United to regroup and try and get back into the game. Manchester United, of course, will be looking to increase their lead and will be trying to emulate Liverpool's 7 goal feat. Although Leeds United have already responded with 1 goal, so that 7-0 scoreline is not going to repeat itself. But still, let's see if it's going to be a Similar half when we come back in 15 minutes. Awesome. Glory, glory, Man United. And that's the kind of football we like to see from the Red Devils. Ciao for now. 15 minutes to go till the second half.